With Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And a one-game homestand for Denver as the Nuggets will try to recharge their batteries on their home court. So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. They've got Harrison Barnes. Klay Thompson is out there with Jeremy Lin. Then there's Draymond Green. And it's Hibbert in at the center position. And in an era where so many guys take the money and run, Gordon Hayward did the best he could to live up to his new contract, Clark. Last year, a 4-year max deal signed heading into last season.
Yeah, and the way max contracts work nowadays, even the upper mid-tier guys are getting them. A trend that will probably continue, at least in the near future. I don't like it, though. There are only a small number of guys that are really max contract players in the NBA.
And so the Denver Nuggets get the first points on the ballgame. 5 to shoot. Wade kicks to Begovic. Baseline J on the way. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And when you get back to Hayward, last year his points per game were way up. But really impressive, his shooting percentage. His shooting percentages were way up. That's a big step forward, I believe, in his development.
Barnes dishes to Green. Barnes can't get it to go.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
Wade against Lin. Out to Hayward. Left side Lawson. From the arc. Barnes grabs the miss.
You know, on the topic of whether Hayward is a true max prospect, he did some things last year to at least argue that he is. He was stronger, a lot more aggressive going to the rim. His defense improved, too. He'll need another year of development like that to silence the doubters.
Good.
Harrison Barnes.
And that ties it up.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Begovic with a screen on Thompson. Hibbert against Wade. Knocked away. Stolen by Thompson. He feeds it to Lin. Outside, Green. To the wing right side. Hibbert. Got it. Good job in the low post. Hibbert's got his first 2 points of the night. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Lawson outside. Kicks it to Hayward. Here's Wade. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Now Lin. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Thompson outside. Shoots the three. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Lawson kicks to Hayward. That one falls. Coming off Lawson's feet. Hayward's got 5 points so far.
You know, you look at Dallas, and that team didn't rely too much on the mid-range or the short game last season, but they could have. They shot 70% from 12 feet and in, excluding drives. That's pretty good.
Here's Hibbert. Goes up with it again. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line. The Mavericks shooting their first free throw of the night here. For the Mavs, and that 70% shooting from 12 feet and in. A lot of Dirk high posts and push shots from their guards will do that.
It isn't the most efficient shot by analytics, but there is a lot to be had in the mid-range. If teams only protect the three and the rim, you can feast on them with the little short push shots, and the Mavs did that last season.
There's Green with the three. Last outing for Denver, they won that game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Watson the pass to Wade. Bekovic with the screen on Green. Bekovic dishes to Gordon. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
You don't need much range to hit from that distance, Kevin.
Lynn against Lawson. Thompson in the corner. Green with a screen on Hayward. Just 5 on the clock. Barnes kicks to Thompson. The shot is off. Wade with the defensive effort. Wade on the wing. Bekovic passes to Lawson. And that misses. That would have put him up. The Mavericks leading. And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. And the hope for Jeremy Lin last season was that he'd take a step forward in his development, but it almost was the opposite in his play.
And that can happen. You don't always go a straight line north in your improvement in this league. He'd been on an upward swing as far as his shooting accuracy, but last season was the worst since his rookie year in that area.
And talking about Lin last season, he never quite gelled with what they were doing in Los Angeles. Both he and Kobe need the ball to be effective, and I got a feeling you guys know which one of those two is going to get it.
And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Cole Aldrich, he's checked in. For Hibbert. Kyle Singler comes in for Harrison Barnes. Bellinelli, he's checked in for Thompson. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Jeremy Lin. Dallas calls timeout.
And, you know, getting back to Lin, he was actually pretty strong starting out the season. In November, he made 48% of his shots, 37% from downtown. But in April, he only hit 24% from the field and was eventually shut down for the year.
Dallas making a switch here. Verjau's checked in. Here's Dellavedova. Lawson defending. Dellavedova dishes to Aldrich. Gordon with the defensive effort.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
It always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
Here's Dellavedova. After Gordon Hayward's bucket. Verjau with a screen on Lawson. Deep 2 from Singler. Cans the shot from the wing. Here's Lawson. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. To the inside. And Bekovic kicks to Gordon. Bekovic passes to Wade. Shot clock at 5. Fades away. No good. And the Mavericks going the other way now. pass to Dellavedova. And it's blocked by Gordon. And here we go. Wade into the hoop. Dishes it to Pekovic. Back to Lawson. Can't hit the free throw line jumper.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Dellavedova kicks to Bellinelli. And the shot is good. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
Guys, you know, you're not going to hit that shot too often. That's high risk.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Lawson kicks to Gordon. Wade with no one around. Drills the three-pointer. Wade's got it all tied up now for the Nuggets. Dellavedova dishes to Singler. Picked by Varejao. Singler passes to Varejao. No good off the front iron.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
And because it's still early, I wouldn't read too much into it. There's still a lot of game left.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here.
And guys, last season was a painful one for Anderson Varejao. He had finally shaken the back injury that sidelined him the year before, signs the multi-year contract extension with the Cavs. Things were starting to look up, but only 3 weeks later, he tears the Achilles and was ruled out for the season. You talk about a tough break.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Lee kicks to Nurkic. And another miss by Denver.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here's Dellavedova. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. All sorts of time. Rebound by Nurkic. Denver's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. And Muhammad kicks to Galloway. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Bogdanovich, no luck. Dallas has gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Dellavedova kicks to Varejao. Singler dishes to Bellinelli. Here's Dellavedova. And the rebound by Nurkic. Denver shooting 33% here in the first quarter. Galloway kicks to Nurkic. The feed to Lee. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. Thompson, he's checked in for Dallas. Looking at Dallas, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Hawks in Atlanta. Dellavedova kicks to Varejao. They set the pick. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
You know, after starting the game 0 for 3, you know he was just desperately looking for that one to fall.
Picked by Lee. Galloway kicks to Muhammad. And it's out of bounds to the Nuggets as Denver retains possession.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important. Probably would have been a quick 2 points if he doesn't get a hand on it and knock it out of bounds.
There's Galloway. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Here's Thompson. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. 1 second left. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And so Thompson nails both of them.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him, his routine.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Mavericks lead by 1. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And we welcome you back. Glad to have you with us as more basketball is on the way. During the break, the players getting refueled with Gatorade. They're looking amped up and ready to get going once again. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen here, guys, from the Mavericks.
It's been about the effort. Love the hustle they've shown here in the first.
Yeah, it's due to their hustle, as you said, Greg, and it's showing up on the scoreboard, too.
On the court for Dallas here in the second, we've got Thompson. Roy Hibbert is out there with Draymond Green. Then there's Harrison Barnes. And it's Lynn in at the point. Pocket 2. Hayward from outside. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
And most good teams in the NBA are great at exploiting the 3-ball. The Nuggets struggled with that last season, and it lowered their overall effective field goal percentage.
And the foul on Dwayne Wade. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. 6 to shoot. Lynn the pass to Thompson. Floats one. Cannot hit. Good D by Wade. Nuggets did struggle with threes, and good teams hit them. It really limited what they could do on offense.
Well, it's no coincidence that the top 10 three-point percentage shooting teams in the league all made the playoffs. I mean, you have to be able to spread the floor on offense, and Denver was just unable to do that last year.
Barnes, screen on Lawson. Green, the screen. He used that pick to perfection. And the Mavericks lead by 1. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
And we still aren't halfway through this contest yet.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
And good on the basket. Book it. 9 points for Gordon Hayward.
The lead changes hands once more. There has been no separation between these two teams.
You know, it's made for one heck of an entertaining game. Even when it hasn't been the best basketball being played, it sure has been fun to watch.
Denver with the ball. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Their next game is at Oracle Arena, so a road game with the Warriors. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
At the line for your Nuggets.
And last season, an injury-filled one for Nikola Pekovic. Played only 31 games before he was sidelined. Clark with an Achilles injury.
Yeah, and you know, he wasn't even playing quite up to par before the injury, Kevin. After shooting well over 50% in each of his first 4 seasons, he dropped to under 43% last year.
Anderson. Berejau's checked in for Dallas. Kyle Singler comes in for Harrison Barnes.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Wade kicks to Lawson. Just 5 on the clock. Wide open. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Lawson's got the game tied up here for the Nuggets.
And on the subject of Pekovic, last season was another difficult step back for him physically. At some point, one wonders if his whole career becomes in jeopardy. It just takes so much effort to keep coming back.
2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And then Wade slams it in.
That is up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
And really, basketball is about rhythm, and that allows your offense to flow better. Now let's see if they can build on it and keep this lead.
And guys, I, for one, can relate to what Pekovic is going through. I mean, it's not easy as a big man to get those injuries to your legs. I mean, you're carrying a lot of weight and force around. I mean, let's hope Nikola finds a little more luck going forward as far as the injury.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Green, the screen. Pass to Thompson. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. A different look for Dallas. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Verajao. Aldridge comes in for Green, and it's Bellinelli in for Klay Thompson. They set the pick. The shot by Wade, no good.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Now the dish to Bellinelli. Pekovic against Hibbert. Inside. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Wade. And that's a foul called on Kyle Singler. That is his first foul of the game. Hayward outside. Gordon with the screen for Hayward. And the foul on Cole Aldridge. That's his first foul. Barnes, he's checked in for Cole Aldridge.
Harrison Barnes.
Wade dishes to Lawson. Back to Wade. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Roy Hibbert picks one up.
And for Wade, we often talk about his physical state. But what about the mental toughness? Here's a guy who's been playing in some kind of pain every game for the past few years, but he just keeps churning the butter, not wanting to let his team down.
Mavericks making a switch here. Dellavedova's checked in. Hibbert with the screen. Shot clock at 6. Nice shot by Singler.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Let's face it, the defense is a step slow. You've got to take away the airspace.
Denver calls timeout. Mavs were solid on the road last year with a record of 23-18 away from Dallas Park. Good for 5th most road wins in the West.
And, Kevin, that's what you'd expect from a veteran team like the Mavs. I mean, throughout the roster, this team has guys that understand what it takes to win on the road.
And, guys, the Mavs did have a good record on the road last year. Most of it came at the expense of the Eastern Conference. Only 10 of their 23 road wins came against teams in the West.
A different look for Denver. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Nikola Pekovic. Lee comes in for Gordon. And it's Muhammad in for Dwayne Wade. And Dallas with a change here, too. Green's checked in. Hayward on the wing. Lawson outside. Passes to Dellavedova. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
You know, it's funny. Back to the Mavs on the road last season, they were much better defensively on the road than they were at home, and that's typically not the case. It's usually flipped. Better at home on D than on the road.
Watson the pass to Lee. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Feeds it to Barnes. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
2 shots.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up tempo so far.
Dallas calls timeout. And you know, Gordon Hayward was involved in one of the more fascinating NBA draft stories. It started after his father confirmed that Gordon would submit his name to the draft but would not immediately hire an agent.
Yeah, reportedly, Dad created a highly detailed 2-page questionnaire that he gave prospective agents, which is not something that's typical.
And the Nuggets with some changes. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Hayward. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Ty Lawson. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Dallas. Now here's Barnes. He has 6. He kicks it to Green. 5 to shoot. Muhammad dishes to Bogdanovich. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Bogdanovich has got his first basket.
Right now, they've got that field goal percentage up in the low 50s.
Putting it together offensively, looking to build some more momentum.
Hibbert. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
And guys, looking at Roy Hibbert, just a mountain of a man, listed these days at about 7'2", 290 pounds, with a wingspan of a pterodactyl. I mean, a true game changer inside when he's motivated and on his game.
And the pass to Muhammad. Screen by Nurkic. Here's Bogdanovich. Offensive rebound. Down low. And stolen by Hibbert. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Well, talking about Roy Hibbert, he doesn't just have size. He has a strong lower body, too. Very hard. And you know this, Spark. You worked for the organization. You saw it firsthand. Very hard to back that guy down in the post.
Yeah, and for years he's worked on ways to complement that size with improved training and footwork, even indulging in MMA one off season. I'll tell you what, he'd be one scary super heavyweight if he went the full distance in MMA.
Agreed. Now here's Lee. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Hibbert. Here's Dellavedova. Thompson outside. Outside, Green. Hibbert at the elbow. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Here's Galloway. Guarded by Green.
2 minutes remaining.
1:57 left here in the second. They get the rebound.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Dellavedova kicks to Green. It's Hibbert with the drive. And it's all evened up. Hibbert's got 6 points.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Galloway, the pass to Bogdanovich. He dishes it to Nurkic. There's a good screen. Shot clock at 6. And Muhammad gets it to go.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
Here's Hibbert. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. And who has been a greater enigma than Roy Hibbert? A guy who can look like an all-star Clark one game and an undrafted free agent the next.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing the kind of swings Roy has had. He's been really good at times. Sometimes he gets in his own way with overthinking things, but I think he's got everything he needs to be an upper-tier center, upper echelon center. Just has lacked consistency the last year or 2.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. The Mavericks also with a sub. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Green. Dallas has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Thompson in the corner. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. The high post shot. It's rebounded by Lawson. Lawson's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. He feeds it to Gordon. Kicks it to Wade. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot two. It's going to be on Verajao.
And that's really just smart basketball. You send a poor foul shooter to the line.
Yeah, and he was on his way to sending that one down, so the play is definitely to foul right there, which he did.
Here's Hibbert. Yes! And a nice assist from Lynn. Lynn's got his third assist on the night.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage.
It's all tied in Denver. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
More levels, more devils.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first two quarters. D-Wade really playing well in this one.
Always been a dynamic scorer, and we saw in that first half the entire repertoire on display.
Yeah, he's a hard man to keep down, and so far they haven't found the answer for him. I don't know if there is an answer for him, quite honestly.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first two quarters.
Well, Dwayne Wade in this one, 9 points, and he has 1 steal to his credit as well.
And Clark, he's just done a great job defensively. That 1 steal doesn't tell the whole story.
We've got Yusuf Nurkic. David Lee is out there with Shabazz Muhammad. And it's Bogdanovich in a shooting guard. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half. Galloway kicks to Muhammad. And he banks in the layup. Muhammad's got 6 points.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
And exactly what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. Just more of the same.
Thompson from long range. And it's Thompson again missing.
Oh, that's a tough three-point try when you've got the defense right there.
Well, he'd have to be really good to knock down the shot like that against that kind of defense.
Lee dishes to Muhammad. Verajao grabs the board. Verajao's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. To the middle. Stolen away. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Nurkic kicks to Bogdanovich. Looking for Lee, gets it there. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Well, David Lee with the Golden State Warriors began his career with the New York Knicks. We're talking about him and his play, and it's sometimes hard to get a good compass on what kind of player he is.
Yeah, you know, he was drafted 30th when he came out and certainly played above that draft slot. Then when he re-upped for the 6 years, $80 million, people started to wonder if he was able to play to that value.
Thompson, left side. Three-pointer. The basket good off the assist from Lynn. Lynn's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Good job there by Verajao setting that screen.
Screen by Nurkic. Galloway, the pass to Lee. Dishes to Galloway. 6 on the shot clock. Thompson outside. Back to Lynn. To the right side. It's intercepted. Now here's Muhammad. Defended by Lynn. The Nuggets with another miss.
And getting back to David Lee, before the big contract, he was putting up some huge lines. I mean, he was the first Knick to go 30 and 20 in a game since the great Patrick Ewing. And he became the first NBA player to record at least 35 points, 20 rebounds, and 10 assists since Kareem back in 1976.
The Nuggets trailed by 3. Here's Bogdanovich. Offensive rebound. And another shot. Here's Galloway. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Dallas calls timeout.
And David Lee missing time early last season with that hamstring injury also opened the door up for Draymond Green to kind of take that starting power forward role. And give Lee credit, though. Didn't sulk, just threw himself into his new role as a super sub.
You're talking about David Lee, the two-time All-Star. Pretty much a starter most of his career, though. A big change, Clark, as he came off the bench this past season after he was injured in the preseason.
Yeah, you know, you think about his game, though, Kevin. Highly skilled, mobile, smart. Gives you energy and scoring. I think he's ideal coming off the bench.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Jerome Jordan's checked in for Nurkic. Aaron Gordon comes in for Lee. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Shabazz Muhammad. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Bogdanovich. Hayward kicks to Jordan. It's stolen by Green. Barnes with it. Now defended by Hayward. Back to Barnes. Pass to Dellavedova. The feed to Hibbert. No block shot. From down in the low post, it goes. Hibbert's got the lead up to 3 now for the Mavs.
Man, how about the dexterity for this big guy? I mean, he is really smooth around the basket.
Wade dishes to Gordon. Galloway, the pass to Gordon. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. Gordon's got his second basket of the night.
And that's why the hook shot was invented, to keep your man from getting anywhere near it.
Pass to Thompson. Clock at 6. Now the dish to Barnes. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And it's Thompson again missing. The Nuggets have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Wade kicks to Hayward. And again it's Denver. And Clark, a great competitive game so far.
Yeah, tit for tat. I mean, back and forth, plenty of lead changes, and excellent play.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Hibbert with the screen. Here's Dellavedova. An easy layup after coming off the pick. And the Mavericks lead by 1.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy do. Very, very well done.
And it's Wade penetrating. Here's Galloway. Drains it from beyond the arc. Galloway's got 8 points.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give.
Here's Dellavedova. Outside, Green. Over to the wing. Shoots the 3. And it's Matthew Dellavedova with the 3. He has 7.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
Here's Galloway. Hayward outside. Jordan the screen. Galloway. And it's off from 3-point range. Last outing for Denver, they won that game against the Thunder. The Nuggets missed the postseason again last year. Never really had a good look at it and just fell in back of the pack.
And it's the second straight year of not playing playoff basketball in Denver. This coming on the heels of 10 straight bursts between 04 and 13.
Denver calls timeout.
And we've seen Dallas just be fantastic since the start of the new millennium. Year in and year out, they seem to always win 50 games. Hit that mark again last season.
Well, last season they won 50, Greg, as you just said. That marked Clark the 12th time it happened since 2000.
Well, clearly this franchise has been committed to winning. I mean, you hear that from a lot of franchises, but they often aren't willing to take the risk that the Mavericks take. The Mavs do a good job of putting their money where their mouth is.
Nikola Pekovic is checked in for the Nuggets. Lawson comes in for Langston Galloway. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Hibbert. Bellinelli comes in for Barnes. Singler, he's checked in for Thompson. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Matthew Dellavedova. And again, Denver, no good. Dallas has gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. And the call will be against Ty Lawson. That's his first foul. Here's Lin. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Pass to Bellinelli. 6 to shoot. Singler dishes to Bellinelli. Another 3 for Dallas.
Add another triple to their second half total.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs and just not letting up at all.
Hayward on the wing. Off the pick. The Mavericks pull it in. Green's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Lin with it. Wade picks him up. Bellinelli for 3. No good. And it's Denver the other way. 1:53 left in the third. Feeds it to Wade. Hayward on the wing. Back to Wade. Good.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play it.
.125 left to play in the third. They kick it out to Green. The basket good off the assist from Lin. Green's got the lead up to 4 now for the Mavs. For Denver, they've gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Hayward with the ball. He's got 11. Here's Pekovic. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And there's the pass to Bellinelli. Shot clock at 6. Singler passes to Lin. No good on the triple. Denver's gone into a slump here from 3-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Wade kicks to Hayward. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Bellinelli with the 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. Lawson from outside. Oh, and the buzzer. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Nuggets ahead, leading by a point. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The 4th quarter is coming up next. All right, the 4th quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. Denver in the lead. On the floor for Dallas starting the 4th quarter here. Jeremy Lin is out there with Thompson. Then it's Kyle Singler. Then it's Roy Hibbert. And it's Aldridge in at the 4 spot. Here's Bogdanovic. Nurkic. Nice persistence to tip it back up and in. Nurkic has got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the Nuggets.
And I'm sensing something special going on here tonight.
It certainly does have the feeling of a classic, Greg. Let's see which team is better equipped to handle the pressure.
Here's Hibbert. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Galloway, the pass to Muhammad. Lee against Singler. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Incredible body control right there. Don't know how he was able to get that one to go. This sure was a thing of beauty to watch.
Barnes, who's checked in for Dallas.
Boy, what a slick job of passing from Jeremy Lin on that one.
Here's Galloway, defended by Lynn. Oh, and here comes Barnes all alone. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
And Muhammad gets it to go.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Here's Hibbert. And it's Denver with the rebound. Nurkic has got his 6th rebound on the night. Right wing. Here's Muhammad. Almost, but it rolls out.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
It's Thompson off the drive. Here's Hibbert. Goes back up. And he lays it up and in.
And really, at this stage of the game, to get those kinds of offensive rebounds for putbacks, you almost feel like it's a 4-point swing.
Denver calls timeout. And we've seen it all, guys. The Nuggets have been in free fall the last couple years. Part of that is their play at home, where GA, they used to be invincible.
You remember back in the day, Kevin, I mean, one of the most difficult places to play was in Denver. I mean, you're dealing with the thin air, but that hasn't been the case here of late.
George Karl just prided his team on what they did at home. Burke has some information for us. Doris?
During that break, Coach Mike Malone had some words for his team. The game's still in question, but he told his players, guys, this is when it's fun, right? Time is winding down, a close game. This is where you show the preparation and the time you put in. Kevin, we'll see if they respond.
Mavericks making a switch here. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Hibbert. Draymond Green comes in for Cole Aldrich. Kyle Singler's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Jeremy Lin. Here's Hayward. Again, the miss by Hayward.
You know, Denver ended with the 19-22 record at home last season, and that's a far cry from when the Nuggets would typically win 30 or more games at home.
Dellavedova kicks to Green. And stolen by Gordon. Here's Wade, and he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And you'd have to go all the way back to their dreadful 2003 campaign to find the last time the Nuggets went below 500 at home. Very strange to see them be just mediocre in this building last season.
Nice shot by Singler.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Denver calls timeout.
And Kyle Singler, basically a three-point marksman. He really lost minutes after the trade to the Thunder last season. A second-round pick by Detroit a few years back. He's always averaged over 20 minutes a game. But with the Thunder, he was kind of banished to the end of the bench, and his play reflected that.
And talking about Kyle Singler last season, Greg, good point you made. You would have thought the trade to the Thunder would have given him more minutes. You know, Clark, they were looking for floor stretching options with Kevin Durant out.
Yeah, but so late in the season, he needed to learn all the schemes, get integrated with all the other players. Those are just a few reasons why he was rarely given the chance to make an impact.
A different look for Dallas. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Verejao. Thompson comes in for Kyle Singler. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Matthew Dellavedova. Here is Hayward. Hibbert pulls it in.
Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what, Kevin, but he's been awful ever since the second half started. Not even been a factor.
Hayward against Thompson. Outside, Green. And another basket for Dallas.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Well, from the moment he stepped into the league, Klay Thompson was lights out in terms of shooting. Clark, he has never had a problem knocking one down.
Well, the first player in league history to notch 500 made threes in his first 3 seasons in the league. That is remarkable.
Shabazz Muhammad's checked in for Gordon Hayward. Lawson dishes to Gordon. He kicks it to Muhammad. Here's Wade. Green with the block. They recover it. Thompson against Lawson. And here's Thompson. Dallas moving it around. His shot no good.
He continues to struggle from the field. But luckily for him and his team, his teammates have been able to pick him up and get the job done.
Dwayne Wade continues, Clark, to change his game as he gets older. I admire the way guys can do that. Their head says one thing, but their body kind of tells them another.
And you have to give in to your body as you age, that's for sure. Used to attack the rim all the time. Now, it's mid-range jumper heavy.
Lin against Lawson. To the paint. And Wade sends it back. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wade. Four on the clock. The floater. And it's good on the way in. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
And for Wade and his change in style, I really felt it was a necessity. Guys his age can't continue to hit the floor as often as he's used to and expect to make it all the way through the season.
To the paint. Here's Pekovic. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Wade's got 6 assists in the game. Lin kicks to Green. A nice shot by Lin. Lin's got the lead back up to 4 now for the Mavs.
And, you know, in general, back to Wade now. All the greats evolve and add to their games as their careers move forward. The best way to stay relevant in the NBA is by adding to your game and honing your skill. Boy, I love to see D. Wade shoot the ball.
Lin kicks to Green. He dishes it to Barnes. Hibbert with the screen. On the wing, Thompson. Wade is covering. Here's Barnes. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Barnes has got the lead up to 4 now for the Mavs.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Wade passes to Pekovic. It's stolen by Green. And now Barnes running the floor all by himself. And it's Thompson with the jam.
That very well may put the finishing touch on this one. Not at all the time to get sloppy with the basketball.
And how about the killer instinct on that possession? Not running the clock, but pushing the ball and tacking points onto the lead.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Hayward's checked in. Mavericks leading by 6. Clark, their offense has been great here.
Yeah, I love the way they've looked. Really strong and together.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Back to Lynn. Shot clock at 5. Pulls it from 20. Barnes can't get it to go. Denver's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Tries to keep it alive.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
The basket good off the assist from Lynn. Lynn's got his 8th assist here tonight.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Green, the screen. Over to the left wing. Nobody near Barnes. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Mavericks.
Steve, I agree. You know, I think the attitude was very impressive. Clark, you talked about this before the game. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Yeah, absolutely. They put a tremendous performance in terms of effort and intensity. And they deserve to win this one.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
Yeah, and Greg, when it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
And a great team effort, but still, what an individual performance for Draymond Green. You have to love the way that he was closing out on defensive trips. He would always body up, and it's why he ended with so many boards.
Now here's Lynn. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that'll do it, folks.